This is going to be a video about all my favorite dollies. There's a lot right now, and I guess it's also a video about me taking inventory and trying to figure out, like, I've got all these boxes around me that are divided up into categories, but I think I have to divide them up more, and I have to put some in storage, and I have to plan what videos I'm going to do with which dolls and what's happening with them. But I got some really good favorites, so much so that I don't want to buy any. Nothing compares to the ones that I have. I mean, once in a while something will come up. Let's just take a look at what's going on here and try to figure it out. This is an update because usually after I finish doing videos, I have them dressed up in the costumes for the videos, but then I have time to think about it, and I, swap things around, give them different shoes or something, and that is what happened with this. So this might have been one of the last videos I did, and I noticed that this jacket that came with, this is from the Playline Odals. I dressed them all in the Barbie style fashions, but putting this Odile jacket, matching it with this Barbie core skirt, I really like this, and then I gave her these shoes. So that's what happened with that, and she's got her hair up, of course. And then we did this one. So what I did was I chose all of my favorite parts from the outfit. So she lost her jacket, or what was it? Oh, her sweater. Her sweater's nice and everything, but this top is so nice, I don't want to hide it. This skirt, which I cut out the supportive underwear because it made it fit her better, I still don't regret that because this is such a nice skirt. Every Barbie style piece of clothing is so incredible, and then this tote is amazing. So that's the outfit that Odile is wearing. And then this Odile, I removed her, I love their faces are so pretty. I think it's so amazing that they designed something. I mean, shout out to Angel Kent, right? But he made something that went across all the boards. Playline, liked by Playline, liked by adult collectors. This face it's just an incredible head. So yeah, I got rid of her little skimpy tank top that she had on, and just put the blazer on over it, and it's fitting really well. And then I don't know why I didn't put these pumps on in the video, but these are probably the best choice out of all of the shoes that I have for this outfit. I think she still would look better with one of my little white tank tops, one that's not as skimpy or also not as bulky as the one that she came with. I guess mine is a little more busty. No, Barbie has a wider rib cage, so she's even more busty than my WWE bodies. If you haven't seen the video, if you haven't seen any of my videos, my dolls go on WWE bodies, the ones that I like the most, the heads. These are like some of the only dolls that I couldn't bring myself to shave their heads because the hair's soft and it's nice and they look good. And did I mention how good she looks with this hat on that came with this set? What an incredible hat. I mean, this doll looks so expensive now. And yeah, Playline head. So those are, I guess, are those three my favorite that I have right now, even though they have hair. And you can see that the hat and the chignon kept their hair all neat and tidy. So I think we should segue into something that I'm definitely questioning right now. The other ones that I have that have hair, and maybe they should go in the same box. Is this a larger box or this small? Yeah, it depends on what box I can fit them in. So I still have these mermaids that have long hair that I haven't shaved their heads, and their hair is soft and awesome and super long. WWE bodies, Barbie color reveal mermaids, and there were two of them that I kept because they were so incredible, and still to this day my mind is not changing. I've had them for a couple years, even though this hair isn't the best quality hair. It's because it's so long and it's still soft and it looks amazing, and she looks surreal and ethereal is really the word I'm looking for, because of the pale skin and the light hair. It's a Magic Mermaid. And then these are two other new ones. I was really surprised at her. I bought her for a prosthetic leg body, which I guess that'll be the next segue to the next box. And I just thought she reminded me so much of the Odile. I think because of the way that the makeup is painted, she's just really, really pretty. And again, she's on one of the WWE bodies. And I was planning on shaving her head and keeping this head on the robot body, but instead, I'm just changing all the heads. Like, did Mattel get it wrong? And I know what's best, which heads I want in the body, because I love her body and I love her head, but together, no, I want to separate them, and I enjoy. She is so much better on this beach body, WWE body, and I like her like that. And then I don't know what to do about the She-Ra. Maybe it was a mistake to open it. I mean, I bought two of them. I have one in box. But also discovering, it was a lot, I was curious about this superhero body, which I have to say is a pretty awesome body. I don't really like a closed hand, but maybe I do, because she can carry purses and things like this. This is a very special body. It's such a mix in between all of the bodies, but so much better than regular, original, or not original, but standard Barbie of today, which is way more boxy. She's much more curvy. She's got a thinner waist. So I don't know, this is a very special doll, one that I don't want to take her head off and swap it. And I don't know, the muscular body makes the appendages a little bit thicker and sturdier, and she's made to move. She's not made to move in all of the places, but I always said that made to move makes, I don't mind it as much on the men bodies, because it really emphasizes musculature. On this one, it kind of does the same, which is okay. I mean, she also is missing the cuts here and the cuts in the thighs, which kind of do the robotic thing. This is kind of a pretty cool body. The feet even have this extra style to them. It looks expensive. I don't know what to do with this doll. Like, I want to dress it up and do things to it, but then I would rather, my go-to is to grab an Odile or one of these or one of these. But she's special, and maybe she does go into another box today. I'll think about that. Yeah, the mermaids. And then this girl stands out. Two of the Odiles are mermaids. So, like, the dolls with hair, maybe that's what this box is going to be. Is this one of the bigger boxes again? No. I think I do have to consolidate the boxes, though. And I think I need one of my larger sized boxes for these, but I think, because they're on the top tier, I think this is what's happening right here. Alright, so body experimental box is what I want to go to right now. But no, I'm going to go to the box where I was segueing that black-haired Asian doll that came with the prosthetic leg. I like what I created here so much better. It is this hard head. It makes her look more like a robot. I love that she's a robot. Yeah, now that I'm seeing these are very spindly. So alien, robot, I don't mind. I don't know what to do with this. This is one of the crazy bodies. Right now, she has on these translucent accessories that came with that Hasbro made. Hasbro made for Barbie, and they're just special and different, and they match, and they're from two different sets, and they're translucent plastic, and she has a translucent leg, so I don't know what to do with them. I know she doesn't have any clothes on. These are my favorite Barbie shoes that I own, I think because they are so big and chunky that they make her feet look so big, so that's why I have them on her. And unfortunately, all of the Hasbro ones are on flat feet, which in real life I think that's a good thing, but I know that everybody likes high heel shoes. This, I don't know what doll I took this from. somebody's head came off. But these are the 3 Play-Doh Hasbro dolls that I stole their heads. I guess that is the segue we're going to next. But I think that it's like when I take like Disney princesses, which we'll talk about, Disney princess mermaids, the sculpt of these, even though sculpted on tops and bottoms, nobody likes that. Nobody likes a sculpted bathing suit. But I guess because there's no print on it and that it's such an interesting sculpt, I do feel the same way about some of my mermaid dolls that I've bought, and these look so good. And then plus, I don't have anybody else to wear the flat shoes, so they all are wearing the shoes that they came with, and they're all individual and different, and they're made by Hasbro and not Mattel, so they are special shoes. But maybe I'll have a flat foot doll that can fit into the shoes. The dolls are made by Mattel, so the curvy girl has larger feet, and I guess the taller girl would have larger feet too. But I think that Hasbro didn't care. They just made all of the shoes the same size. Let's oh, this would be the taller one. Let's figure that out right now while I'm here. Let's see if this shoe fits on the curvy one. Yeah, it does. So it seems that these Hasbro shoes are not just one size fits all, or they are one size fits all. So that's kind of cool. Better than Mattel having, you have to have a curvy foot. However, one size fits only flat dolls. So that's cool too. So those are bodies. Oh, and I guess this one is going into the body box, even though I can't remember right now what I opened and what I stole the head from. Maybe as we go, I will remember. It's funny, all I have to do is punch. If you're ever wondering where your doll body came from, the newer ones, you just punch in that number into the computer and it'll tell you what doll it is. So those are going separately. These are going into the special body box. I know that already. Are we moving on to that box yet? No, we'll, yes we will. We'll get back to the Barbie. Take note, we're getting back to the Barbie Hasbro Play-Doh dolls because I can't get them, and then they'll be the segue to Ken dolls. The bodies, the crazy body ones. Okay, here they are. I got. Oh. Okay, what's happening here? All right, so here we're getting into some bald ones and some. I guess this is a box that I'm not sure what to do with, because this is a Hasbro doll. It's got some made-to-move knees. Who is this? Miss Marvel, I believe her name is. I cut off her hair. I made her bald because the hair quality wasn't good, and I thought about putting her head on a regular body, but it's a really interesting body, kind of stocky, kind of thicker, kind of curvy, really thick arms and stuff. So that's a Hasbro doll, which is something that, yeah, it doesn't belong. I don't like to mix that up. Oh, but we do have more Hasbros in here. Okay, and then we have my favorite Hasbro Disney princesses on WWE bodies, something that I just never ever like to do, but I did do it in this case because I like these heads so much. This head isn't a perfect match. However, I think they didn't even make her in Mattel. Oh no, now I forget their names. I had their names. I know that's Sisu, Raya, and Namari. I think I remembered Namari. I think I remembered their names. These are her hair has a braid in it, so it kind of stays. Her hair kind of drives me crazy the way that I can't get it. I've gelled it at certain times. I've tried it. It's got this crimp in it. I don't know what to do with it, but it's short and it kind of stays in place, so it's okay. But I just think these heads are so cool, and I like to bring these out at AAPI month in, well, no, do I even remember? Is that February? In February, and dress them up and use them. And this is one of my favorite dolls with hair, because the hair just always looks good. It's like troll hair, And Sisu is just such a fun character in the movie, and also this head is so cool. Branny calls her Granny, but I kind of like that too, that I have Granny representation, but I just think that she's so special. Also, one of the times that there's tinsel in here, and I don't even mind that too. Magical, crazy troll doll, and because these are warriors, these are dragon warriors, they look fantastic on these more muscular bodies. So Hasbro Mattel mashup that I still really, really love. And then we have this other movie, which I don't think, so this is from Over the Moon, and this is a Mattel head on a Mattel body, so her body was very much like this body, but it didn't have the same amount of articulation, and I think it had painted, colored boots or something. Anyway, the body didn't have as much articulation as this body, and it wasn't as nice as this body, but she was a taller, stronger doll. And I don't remember what her name is, and she was such a perfect match for this yellow skin tone, which I think we have to get back to, because we'll talk about that with that'll be the segue to the next box that I look into. But she's very good for AAPI month too. And she's just special. A bigger head, cartoony. You might notice I did start to mention that I like the cartoon faces a little bit more. When a doll's face gets a little too realistic, I start to not like it, but I don't want it to be too cartoony. Like Mattel is really good at faces, and like I see people talking about their Lucy dolls, and I just can't. They just look cheap to me, and people really, really like them. And it's the same people that complain about Mattel cutting costs and being cheap. But when I see those Chinese badly made dolls, they're not good. And the fashions from Temu, the quality isn't good either. I don't understand why. Yeah, I don't understand why. It's also probably a taste thing and a style thing, and I mean I do like more simple things, but I don't understand Mattel has impeccable design. Their face sculpts are so incredible. Their face prints are really incredible too. They're so good at that. Lots of diverse dolls. So yeah, I never use her, and I have her hair up again with a clip from the dollar store. I mean, that makes me not mind it. Okay, then we have this one, which I think she is so special. So this is a Bo Peep doll, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to segue to the new ones that I just made because I want to see them next to her. But this was a Bo Peep doll. Her hair was thrifted. Her hair wasn't in good condition, or maybe it was, but maybe I said to myself, you are going to enjoy her so much more if you don't have to deal with her hair. So I removed it, and yeah, it wasn't good quality hair anyway. No, it would have been hard, bristly hair. So one day, maybe I'll like doll hair again, and I'll reroot them. What's really awesome about her is that, well, I mean, she's extra curvy, so, and then really thin, so really old-fashioned. It looks like an antique doll, yet she wears like curvy feet. She's got a curvy-sized foot, which is really cool. Oh, she can be the model for all of the Hasbro shoes, because she can go flat foot, which is kind of incredible to have this doll. I mean, these proportions are insane, but I like them. She's got a holding hand, which probably could be swapped out, but she is really, really cool. And then I guess I can just say this really quickly. This was just a thrift found Barbie, and her hair was in such bad condition and missing spots, so I just took it out. Oh my goodness, it looks like she's... Wait. What? It seems like she has no rooting at all. Did something happen? I guess she had her hair all tied up. She does have a split head here, but it's not split. It's not split all the way down, and it's just kind of cool. And I was using her as a try on clothes on an original Barbie, and it is one of the only original ones that I have. So, and it's also really good to look at the body and compare it to, like for instance, this body. So see how they do have that cinched in waist, which is really, really cool. And then she is more of a modern Barbie, where you can see that her body is all straight and stuff. However, with her prosthetic leg and her weird arms and her new hard action figure head, that she looks so good. So that's coolness. So this is the Barbie experimental body box. And actually, so I guess I have to divide this up. So I think, and then I've got some cave clubs that have been balded. And I guess they're in here for body experimentation. All right, so where's that box that I cleared out? I thought I had an empty box. I thought I made, oh, I did make one. So this is going to be, I mean, these fashions are so cool. These are for Chelsea, and the fact that they fit on these is a really happy find here. I still didn't buy a second one of these white sets. You want to check out my tie-dye review that I got just for the white clothes. Oh, and we're going to talk about that soon too with the Hasbro dolls. But that's where I got these. I love these fashions. So good. It's so cool to have that. And then these guys can wear wigs. They can wear Monster High wigs that I have. So that's why they're okay like this. But those are for body trying, body dolls. And I guess the Hasbro ones got mixed into here because I do have a Hasbro doll in here. But I'm going to put her in the body doll. And I now know that she's a body doll. Even though, just interesting to see the different body shapes and who can wear clothes and what. And then I guess she is going into the body dolls section too. So I'm probably going to grab her every time I want to try on a Barbie fashion and see how well it fits in original or a regular, I guess they call it original, a standard Barbie from today, just the standard normal original body type Barbie. They do use original. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and I guess I'm going to make an AAPI box. So some of these fashions are incredible. They came with sculpted tops, by the way, these Hasbro dolls. But some of these pants, all of their pants look so good with other things, so I keep them in there. And then I have their belted accessories staying by. And then I have this, she had this hairpiece on here, but I do get to use that as a wig on many of these things. Like I did do this for a while. There was a peg coming out of here to plug into her head, but I cut it off. But the fact that I can do that and turn her into a little Asian doll is kind of cool too. So that's a cool piece. And then I do have lots of wigs like that with Monster High and stuff. And I guess I keep that in here with her for now. But yeah, I guess that's what this is, an API box. Do I put that Asian girl that looks like an Odile? No, she's going to be going to the Mermaid long-haired favorites. But I guess that's how that box is being categorized. Okay, I'm doing really good here. Okay, we're going to segue to Disney princesses, and I just created something, and I guess that's why I want to make this video, because I had been putting the Disney princesses on WWE bodies too, and because of the larger heads, I mean, they're cartoony again, and a lot of them have matching color tones. I really, really like some of these. They do come with some really cool bodies, and I've saved them, which is in another bin, not here. It's in I have that put away, because I don't use it with the Disney Princess Mermaids and Disney Princess bodies. But their bodies are so different, and I don't know if they can really wear clothes, and they have sculpted details on them and stuff that are painted and sculpted. But I think that they look really good on these bodies, mostly because I think their heads are so big. Something that I've noticed over the years is that dolls with smaller heads look more expensive, and dolls with larger heads look more like toys. But here, because the body is big and the head is big, it's kind of a good balance. So I do like when I find these discounted, like at the dollar store, and it's just a budget doll with a molded on something or other, probably just a skirt and a molded on top, even though sometimes the moldings and the colors that they use on them, it's really hard for me to get rid of the bodies because they do look so good, like I was talking about. But she just has really long hair because it's Rapunzel, and it's not the softest hair, but because, like with one of those mermaids that I have, because it's so long, it falls really nicely, and it kind of looks good, and it kind of controls itself because it is so long, and it's one of the dolls with hair that I have. And another doll that I have with hair is this one, and this was a mistake too. I bought her strictly for her accessories. She was at the dollar store, and she came with so many cool necklaces and bracelets that I thought it was worth the $5 to get it for the accessories. But when I looked at her head closely and knew that I had a matching skin tone for it, and I also took out her braid, her hair is extremely soft and long, so a combination that we don't normally get. Usually when we get the long hair, it's more of the thicker fiber, but here it's the softest hair, and it's really cool to have some kind of Persian representation or some kind of Arab. She has a very unique face, and what movie is she from? I'm not going to stop and think about it. And putting her in more expensive Barbie looks clothing is kind of cool. The jewel tones, of course, because of her skin tone, looks so good. And yeah, so that was just, I don't think I even did this in a video. This was just experimenting. So something that I accidentally stumbled upon that is a favorite Disney princess. And then any girl of color, any doll princess of color is going to look fantastic because their hair is usually perfectly styled. So Tiana here is, her hair always looks cool because it's all tied up. And then the poofs here, we love the natural curls over here because they just always stay perfect and beautiful. You just need a little zhuzh, and you got beautiful princess, and she looks all muscular. And again, I love how the heads and the body combinations go together. And then this one, same movie as this, which I can't remember the name of. She's like the Brooklyn. This is like the dream bestie that I would like even more. So she is kind of like, the head's not too big, which here we're going to segue to that really soon. That's in this box here, even though they might have to go in a different box. The braids, whenever a doll has braids, it's just always seamlessly perfect. No matter what you do with her, it's not going to get staticky. I mean, she looks a little crazy there, but cool. I love this. The cornrows and the sides looks so good. And she's just a really unique, cool looking, ethnically ambiguous as well, but of African descent, and beautiful coolness. Let's go. And then we have my latest creations, which I did because the Barbie Dream Besties, I was very disappointed with the bodies because they're not the same. I don't normally like a child body, but objectively the other day, or I guess it was the other day, I looked at the bodies and said, hey, they kind of remind me of the Bo, I'm not going to get her out again, the Bo Peep doll. And they kind of look like old-fashioned doll bodies. And so I went, who else do I have which I'm not satisfied with? Like it's their hair. It's just her hair, which I had to take out. This is the best fix-up hair that I've ever done. I gave her a little bump. I think she had one, but it was gelled and it was done differently. But still, I had to do lots of elastics. I had to do 2 elastics. Then I had to give her the high ponytail, which is kind of what I always had to do before to control the hair. I guess I'm still questioning. This hair does drive me crazy. So I am questioning, am I going to shave her head? Because what do I do with this little tuft from her bangs that is still there? I don't like how that sticks up. I try to disguise it by taking this scrunchie, and I kind of love these scrunchies from that, I don't know what set this was. Evelyn sent me hers. She did not send me her red one, but I gave them to the 3 sisters. So did I even mention who these were? These were Ariel's sisters. It was a 3-pack. I did a review of it. It's such an awesome 3-pack. I put them all on WWE bodies because I love Disney Princess body heads from Mattel on WWE bodies. But then the Barbie Dream Besties with their heads that are so large and you can't keep them, and they're like, do you have this problem? The hair is so heavy and their heads are so heavy that they can't keep their heads straight. So this is what I did. And then when I looked at what old-fashioned dolls do I have, that these guys, even the head still falls back a little bit. I don't know what's with the joint in the Barbie Dream Besties head, but I just threw this dress on because it was in a box. I like this combination. Well, I haven't played around with them. She's perfect though, because her hair is perfectly tied in the ponytail. This is how she came. These 2 little things are in there. Her hair, I don't remember how it was, to tell you the truth, but I kept falling out. I did a pretty good job making the perfect bump, and I kind of hit it with this elastic. Maybe I just need to get another colored elastic like this to wrap around instead to make this look as good, and then really make it really thick that covers up all of the ends of her bangs that are still sticking back there. But it's not even that noticeable. What is noticeable is I can see the elastic poking through underneath this scrunchie. But all in all, this looks good. I gave Ariel a high ponytail. This is my call out to you. So this is the yellow tone body. You can see that it's a yellow tone body. I've never heard anybody else talk about yellow tone. It's very common with Millie, or it was a few years ago. It's not. Does any Barbie, look, you can see right now, so we've got the pale white one, and then we've got this tanned one. Oh yeah, and that was the thing. So I only bought 2 Barbie Dream Besties, and they were also the exact perfect skin tone for these 2 dolls. So it was kind of like, it's fate. But my next, do I have to buy another Dream Bestie or look for one at a thrift store? Do any of them have this yellow skin tone? Let me know in the comments below, because I think that I have to have all 3. And I'm looking at them right now, and they do have, I guess, good quality hair, but I'm thinking about shaving their heads. To do that to Ariel would be so mean. It would also be really nice to give them the matching scrunchie. I do need to get my hand. I'm sure I'm going to be able to thrift it. That set that comes with these 3 primary colored scrunchies. I'm also really surprised at how good Ariel looks with the yellow one, but I think it's because her eyes are so blue and her hair are so red. So we've got all primary colors covered there. So that one looks so good with her. And then this blue was her color, and then she came with red. So, well, they look fine. They're dolls with hair. Will I ever use them? Well, these ones I really have to think about it. And then what box do I put them in? Do I put these girls in the body box, or I guess they have to go in the body box. And yeah, that's what's going to happen. They're going into the unusual body box, and maybe they'll get their own special Dream Besties because the bodies are pretty cool. I know that it's a challenge to find clothing for them. We're gonna, because there's, here, me going on and on and on forever about my dollies, because they are so special and unrecognizable. They're just like, what's the word? Like generic Disney princesses, unidentifiable Disney princesses. They really, if you look at them, like, is that Belle? And you look at this one and she looks like, I guess, Tinkerbell. So, but their faces are really old-fashioned. Like, they look like they are from the 40s and they're on a stage singing for the soldiers. That's kind of what they look like to me. And I think that these bodies also have that same 1940s feel. So, kind of a cool mashup. Will I shave their heads? I don't know. I can't shave one of their heads and not the other one's heads. And then that's why I guess it's okay to separate them from Ariel, because they're unrecognizable. People aren't going to know who they are right away, but everyone's going to know who Ariel is. So I'm just going to throw her, and she has the same body. So this is Disney Princesses with WWE Body Box, which is fine, and these are really, really cool. And I do like these, and I love putting them in expensive Barbie-style fashions, or Barbie looks fashions too, because that's what she's wearing. But that's done, and then this is done. This is things are going well. What else? What else are my favorites? Are we ready to do a? Yeah, I did those ones. And then I think before we go here, because there's going to be a Ken segue, that there's the Wild Hearts crew, and this is the segue to one of them didn't get a shaved head. Now I have two of these, and also this is a Disney princess segue too, because they can wear Disney princess shoes. And Brian and Veronica gave me these packages that weren't available, as far as I ever saw, at the Canadian Dollar Tree, but you could get them at the other Dollar Tree. And the fact that they can't, I think that these are from that the queen, the Persian queen. I think that she had, I think these are her shoes. But Disney princess shoes fit on Wild Hearts crew feet, which are slightly larger than a curvy Barbie's foot. And that is why Wild Hearts crew will always be like, it's the perfect body. It's such a mashup. It's thicker, yet it fits most Barbie clothing. So it's like a Barbie style body, but with a little extra curve, but not too much muscle. So it's such an incredible body. So I shaved all of their heads because they didn't have good quality hair anyway. And it's just more fun for me, except for her. Again, the beautiful Barbie of color gets to keep her locks, because you just can't go wrong with natural curls. They look so good, and they stay in place. But I think I do have to, she has to match the rest of them. And I do have another one, so in box. So it wouldn't be like, I don't know. Well, she just keeps getting her hair. The new scarves from the Zuru mini brand fashions are perfect for these. And I think that they look so good in them. So that's what's going on there. But I really wanted to do the video where I try on all these accessories. And here's a little example of me doing that, because when Brian and Veronica sent me, they sent me one opened one. So I went ahead, and it does help to put an elastic on. I think even on the regular Disney princesses, to hold them on. But I want to style these accessories with fashions. What might be really fun to do, and which I haven't done yet, is to put the Barbie basics. I want to dress them all in their Barbie basic black outfits, because all those Barbie basic outfits that are so incredible, I think would look so good. And they're the Barbie Basics black line of clothing, it fits everyone and it fits every style, and so it's really, really cool. And it's the first time I've ever seen executed so well, where the different sized dolls can wear these. They really do translate well and fit all of the different sized bodies so well. So Mattel really blew it out of the park for the first time, because normally I say they make these fashion packs and they're not made for curvy and they're not made for original bodies, and they fit no one well. They're ill-fitting. But the Barbie basic black outfits fit everyone, and I'm such a fan of them. And here's another one of these bald girls in one of the. This is really cool. This is a newer fashion pack, which I really like. Simple basics, but you can see how they look bald. They look very, very different. They also are. These are earring model dolls because they came with pierced ears, which a lot of the dolls that I have don't have pierced ears. So they are also great for that. So I do keep my whole earring collection in here. And they're also very good at wearing creatable world shoes, which I love putting on them. And then I love also putting on the Barbie extra clothes. They look, because they have more edgy faces, I like them. And their heads aren't too big. So I guess that's what I don't like about the Barbie Dream Besties. Their heads are just too big. Their hair is too heavy for their neck. I think that I found a good, and you would think I would love them, because Ever After High was one of my favorite, and then Cave Club also with really large heads, one of my favorite brands, even Monster High. I'll save the Monster High talk for October, which is coming really soon, scary enough. But I love these guys in the more modern, edgier Barbie extra stuff. So they get all the shoes and the purses and stuff. I gotta turn my lights back on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is my very, very favorites. My very favorites. Okay. Oh. Oh. God. Of course I dropped everything. It all flew across the. And they lost all their glasses and stuff. This is horrible. All right, so yes, I wanted to do a video where I used the Wild Hearts crew, and I got this new pack. They put this one on clearance. They did not put the Rapunzel one on clearance. I think that these skirts are going to be, I don't know. I might be surprised. Sometimes they're all ribbony. But again, we've got really cool accessories. We've got Chip, which is really cool. The pink stole. I really got it for the pearl necklace. You can't have too many. And then translucent princess shoes and a book. So these usually come with really cool accessories. So this will be kind of fun, and it'll be kind of fun to use all of these accessories and see how they look with the black outfits, like pops of color on the Barbie Basics outfits, or do something like I did here and grab one of my favorite skirts and one of my favorite basic tops, and then see how they style them look like. I'm giving one away. I tried one of these shoes on. I forget who I tried it on. Look, I got a Tatiana slipper too. I think that their feet are slightly bigger than. Well, no, they're not exactly the same as the Disney ones, but they're kind of the same. So they're so good at wearing those shoes. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah, I guess the Barbie. What do we call these ones? The Wild Hearts crew. They do get a box by themselves. I also have to take all these. These are some of my favorite fashions. All of the newer fashion packs are my favorite pieces. I guess I'll throw that in to now but I am really excited to make a video about that. And then this is sad that I did this, but maybe I'm giving myself an excuse to take them out of this outfit, out of these outfits. So I'm not gonna get into this like I have been before, but oh no, there's a bad part to this because one of the helmets were different. I guess I'll figure it out later. So I did a whole video talking about these. So this is what happens though when I do my collection and I dress some of my dolls. When I do my collection, when I show the dolls, when I do a video and I dress them up in their outfits and I put them in, and then I had updates here, and I put them in these perfect outfits for them. And yeah, I won't get into what these are or what this is. Definitely check out that video because I am so proud of these and they're so perfect. And the sunglasses are a new addition. I think the fact that she gets the red ones and then all the other ones get the white ones. I don't think these are the right helmet pieces to go together. Anyway, such coolness, but I really want to play with these Hasbro Barbie heads, the Play-Doh Barbie heads. They're not Hasbro heads because Mattel made the dolls for sure. But the Play-Doh Barbie heads, I love them so much, but I don't want to take them out of their space outfits. They look so good in these outfits. I'm so proud of these creations. This is a dream come true. This is like, even though it's not exactly the idea that I had, they just came out so well. So yeah, so this is, you're seeing what they look like with the glasses. These are more of the tie-dye fashions that I really need to buy another set just for the fashions, and I won't tie-dye them because these are great, simple white basics. Kind of like the Barbie basics in black. This is kind of like the white equivalent. I kind of need that. These heads are amazing though. I guess I'm going to need doubles where I don't. I'm going to need more of them. They are going to start showing up at thrift stores though for sure. So I will definitely be buying every Play-Doh Barbie I find at a thrift store. But let's do a Ken segue now, and I'll have to clean that up later. And then I gotta look at the extra the optional helmet. Do you like my optional helmets? I do like the Dollar Tree helmets better, I have to say. These are pretty cool. They remind me of the original Space Barbie helmet, mostly because of this panel here that looks just like, it looks like her face is supposed to look out of there. However, it doesn't really fit, so I just turn it and put it on the side because it's on both sides. But I mean, you're gonna have to watch the video to see what's going on there. I think I just need to add, like I said, white piping to them for them to be perfect. These are Hasbro Barbie skirts, which corset skirts, I love those too. All right, done with them. We have the space ones. Yeah, I think that these do have to stay together forever because I love them so much, and then I can just add to them or take things away, being their space entities. And I'm going to have to track down more. It's going to probably be a few months before I start seeing them at thrift stores, but I definitely have to keep I'll buy every single Hasbro head. No, they're not Hasbro. Play-Doh heads. I mean, they're made by Hasbro. They're distributed by Hasbro. My guess is that the dolls are made by Mattel, and everything else is made by Hasbro. So this brings us to my latest favorite Ken body. So I'll show you this. He is a different tone than some of the other ones that we got. So one of them was a Barbie Extra Fly, and the other one was, it says S101 HPT50 NP86. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember right now. So the one, this is the Mermaid, Mermaid color reveal Ken head on the movie body, the movie Ken body, and then they've used this movie Ken body before. That they started using it for the movie Ken body, but I love it so much. It's really grown on me. It's very reminiscent of the. It's got exactly the same articulation as the WWE girl dolls. I mean, he seems to be buff. Like I don't even have. I do have some buff Kens over here to talk about, just for honorable mention, because I have not been playing with the buff Kens. I have been playing with my Max Steels, but there's only one Max Steel that I play with, and why? Why did I lose it? I don't even have it here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. This is Raya's daddy. I put him on a Max Steel body, and he's so cool. So Hasbro, one of the only Hasbro heads on a Max Steel body. He just looks so good on the body, and he belongs on it. So that's really cool. But these guys were also on these not unarticulated, less articulated. This is my favorite Max Steel body. It was probably the first made-to-move Barbie ever made. Oh, I guess Max Steel isn't Barbie. But yeah, the first made-to-move Ken, made in 1999, I believe, is when this was produced. It probably says it on there, but we're not going to look. So late 90s, early 2000s, Max Steel in its prime. This is my favorite Ken doll right now, so I use that one the most. But these ones, I guess mostly because of that white-haired mermaid guy, because he looked so much like a doll that I thought about in my head if I was to make my own toy line. And then I was taking a look at my Max Steel collections, and I took these two guys. So from a few years ago, two of my favorite heads, because they look like, again, old-fashioned Ken dolls. They're the most, I think that they did, in fact, were paying, this one, in fact, was paying homage, and I believe that this one was also paying homage to the original Ken. And they made this guy. They did make this guy the original Ken. This is the fact. Anyway, not important. One's a fashionista. One's a 75th anniversary Ken. 70th anniversary Ken, I guess. If I remember. They look. I like them on these bodies. I think that these. I don't know, the stiff joints. It looks so much better. The only body that's comparable to this, and which that they still are using, which really upsets me, is that the Doctor Who doll that they just put out is on a similar body, but it's the Harley body. It's the one that they used for the Harley Davidson. The torso doesn't look like this. It's not as nice. It's more like the Model Muse torso, where the definition is different. He doesn't look as hunky and chunky. It's more, I don't know. I don't like it as much, and I was really hoping that, because the Doctor Who is just a standard with the same amount of articulation, but no, they did not choose the new Barbie. I guess you would call this the Barbie extra body, because that was the first one, but I think most people call it the new Ken movie body. But yeah, why don't I remember? Yes, you know what? I do remember. One of them is a Ken doll. One is a beach Ken, and the other one is the Barbie extra Ken. That's right. That's what they are. But the first time they put these two out, they put them on a darker skin tone. All of the new Barbie movie ones are on the more traditional skin tone, which is. Are we ready for honorable mention? Kind of. I'll just finish up here. Oh, well, this is really good. And So, yeah, Slate. Slate's for honorable mention. It's the white guy. I don't have it. I have to open up another one. So, it is more. I've decided, because of all of these Max Steel bodies that I'm getting rid of, I've had this guy who doesn't even match the skin tone at all, but I guess it didn't matter to me that much because this is a Max Steel figure, because he has a robot head anyway, and when you take off his mask, you can't really tell that he's not matching. Now this body does come with a robot arm, which is why I really wanted to put it on this body, but what is going to happen is I am going to get one of the many Kens, the movie Kens that I have. I'm going to take this head and I'm going to put it on one of these bodies because it is lighter. It's the exact skin tone because it's the movie skin tone that they usually use, which this guy, the honorable mention guy, and I like to haul this guy out. People don't know about this one, and that's a whole other box of dolls, but I'll save that for another day because this is already an hour. This is the movie. This is in fact a Batman body, not the buff made to move body, which I still like, but it was like kind of like the prototype for the buff made to movie. This full circle, just like the She-Ra doll. This is the superhero Ken body. But it's basically the same, and it's also the same skin tone as the buff body, so it matches this. But this is Video Game Hero Ken, and I do have 3 other Video Game Hero Barbies, which I'm not going to show you today, but I think I am going to shave their heads because they've got faces like this. They've got video game faces. This is a really wait a minute. Okay, I never even thought about that. Yeah, I'm totally putting this head on this body too, because I just think it would look better. Because his head is so big that I don't. Am I over the buff body? No. I still have Mini Me, which doesn't. Of course, I put him on the buff body because, aspirational life, right? But yeah, he should have glasses. Glasses on today. But I haven't been using this guy. I mean, it's discouraging. Okay, so one of the main reasons why this happens is because there's so many Ken fashions that I can't use because there's only so much that can fit on. I can only usually use athletic shorts. Stretchy ones to fit on these Max Steels or the buff Ken bodies, or vintage 80s fashions, 80s, 90s fashions do fit on the Max Steel and the buff Kens, but those are hard to come by. They used to be really easy to come by, and I like new ones. But that's the story. This is a really cool body. I think I am interested in putting that Video Game Hero on the extra ones. I have so many of the movie Kens, and I don't have any Ryan Gosling versions, and I probably will shave some of their heads too, because I don't like, as much as I don't like long hair on my dolls, I definitely don't like short hair on my dolls. There's Cave Club Slate still in his outfit from that I can't take him out of because he's got troll shoes on, which these are the first shoes to ever fit Cave Club perfectly. That's kind of amazing. And then this whole outfit matches together. This pulls everything together. This is a Barbie extra poncho. I don't know. That doesn't tie into anything here. I also don't have the troll doll, but the troll doll should probably go into the body box. Oh yeah, I have another body box of just weird dolls. Maybe the Cave Club have to go into that box. But these pieces of jewelry are from that Persian princess or Persian queen that I showed you, and I bought those sets and put them on him in that video for Slate. Slate gets spoiled by stealing all of the Disney princess stuff. He always wants all the Disney princess fashions. All right, there we go. So many videos that I'm excited to do. I'm really excited about turning him into a a movie Ken body, giving him a movie Ken body, and now I'm kind of excited about giving Video Game Hero a movie Ken body, and also opening up those movie Kens because they come with so many really awesome fashions. So that's going to be really exciting to get those really cool fashions. I guess I'm going to open up one of them. I think that the denim outfit, you know, where he's got the vest, it's kind of like this outfit already. He would look really good in that outfit, so maybe that's what's going to happen, and I can mash that together. But I'm also thinking about just opening them all together. I really hope that we get this on a darker skin tone. I hope that they start using this body more, which I know most people would just be happy with the Made to Move Ken body. But there's something about this one that's better than the Made to Move Ken body, and I can't put it. Maybe it's just that it's toyetic and it's sturdy and strong, and that's more important to me. Durability, because of my clumsiness, is probably the most important thing to my toy collecting. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today and taking a look at some of my favorite dolls. Oh, I didn't show you my new favorite stands. These are incredible. I love using those too. Check out some of my latest videos. I will be using those in upcoming videos. They fit everybody. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what your favorite dolls are right now. I'd love to hear.